Well, let's touch on some rumors. We all know that we like to speculate when it comes to the schedule, but there was definitely some rumors about an international race. NASCAR is sticking stateside for 2024. Have you completely ruled out racing internationally, or is there an opportunity for that in the future with the Cup Series?
Yeah, we haven't ruled it out. It's something that we've continued to explore. We've been exploring this since we put the scheduling group together several years ago. We've explored it for 22, 23, 24. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything that necessarily came together around 24. I think that said, as we think about 25 and beyond, we're still bullish on taking the Cup Series international. So where that's going to be is going to be really important to us. And then, as we've always said in the schedule, really want to make sure that timing makes sense too. So as we thought about Chicago and LA and a lot of these other markets and territories, a lot of that had to sync up with the market, the location, making sure that we're coming in there and actually setting the event itself up for as much success as possible. So nothing internationally in the 24 schedule, but something we're definitely keeping our pulse on as we think about 25 and beyond.
All right, Ben, you let us know when we need to have those passports ready and we'll be ready to go. But I know it's a collaborative effort and there's so many different angles and sides of putting together what a NASCAR Cup Series schedule looks like. So what's been the most challenging part of forming the 2024 schedule?
I don't know that's necessarily been the most challenging part, but I think every year there are always changes and differences, and part of that might be what we've seen, frankly, as we think about how the racing product looks with the next gen car relative to the Gen 6 car. Part of that, frankly, comes to competition that we have in certain markets when we go to some of these different places. So every year looks a little bit different. This one was a bit unique, having those 2 off weeks. We had it in 2021 with the 2 off weeks that we have for the Olympics, and I think having that again for 24 is going to be something special. I know our industry is probably going to be excited about that, taking a couple of weeks off. But what then it leads to is kind of the domino effect as we think about where all the other races place and fall. And then, it's just a matter of, talking to our track partners and broadcast partners and other stakeholders and make sure that we're placing each track on the weekend that makes the most sense for them and for the sport.
I know at the end of the day, NASCAR, the main concern is the fans. We obviously want to bring entertainment and great racing to our fans in different markets. So as a race fan, I know that you are thinking first and foremost about them. What excites you the most about next year's schedule?
I'm excited for Iowa. I think it's going to be great to be able to go out there, a new track. I selfishly, as a fan, but also as a driver, being able to race around that track, I loved Iowa Speedway as a driver. It was a ton of fun. It had a lot of grooves. We know what the racing product looks like on an old, worn-out surface. Typically, it's a little bit better. So I think to be able to go there on the same surface that's there today is going to put on a great racing product. I'm confident it's going to be a sold-out race. There's going to be a lot of energy around it. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to going back to Chicago. I'm looking forward to the Indy Oval. I'm looking forward to going back to the Coliseum again and a new playoff schedule. So a lot to look forward to as we think about next year.
We'll just encompass the whole 2024 season. We're excited for another season of great racing. Ben, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you.
Great. Thank you, Alex.
All right, race fans, that's it. That's the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series schedule. For all information on next year's schedule or for ticket information, make sure and visit NASCAR.com.